Welcome to episode 2 of Lightsabers Explained. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the beauty of LGT Sabers. I get a lot of comments on my TikToks and videos. People always ask, where do you get your lightsabers? How do you do this? Can you do a tutorial? There's a lot to explain, so listen close and listen well, because I'm only doing this once. Welcome to Lightsabers Explained. So, what exactly is an LGT Saber? An LGT Saber is a lightsaber that has interchangeable parts within it and a core that goes straight through the hilt and is one solid piece. Meaning, if I unscrew the bottom of my saber right here, like this is the core. Right here is the electronics, this is the battery. Right here is the charging port, this is the button. All of this is linked up to the light as well. Meaning that if I wanted to change out a core in this saber, so say I didn't want just the regular baselit with the sound, and I wanted to put a Profi board in it, I can take this out, slide in a Profi core, and there I go. Just put this piece back on, and I have a Profi core. Just like that. So, LGT Sabers basically allow you to take any saber parts that you find, screw them together. I could take another sleeve of, like this, screw it on here, and I'll have a completely different hilt. Basically. So all parts are just interchangeable. You can screw them on any direction. You can put as many as you want on these things. So for example, if I wanted to put like 3 other sleeves on here, or grips, I can. And that would make it some kind of super long hilt. It's possible, and you can definitely do it. There's all kinds of things you can do. Depending on the place you shop at, you can find different pommels, different emitters, different switch points, you name it. So, let's actually get further into the description of this. Because an LGT Saber is one solid piece, except for the parts you can trade out and change, as well as the blade, you can basically do everything on the core itself. Also, if you have a core that has a SD card on with it, you can actually take out the SD card or just plug in the saber to your computer and program pretty much any sound phone on it, depending. And if it's a Profi or Profi, however you want to call it, you can just program whatever you want basically. A Profi or a Profi board, however you want to say it, is sold in cores like the baselets as well. So, like I said, I can just slide out this core and put in a Profi core, and this is now a NeoPixel Saber. So if you're a little confused what I mean by being able to swap out the cores, I'll show you right now. So from what you see here, this is the empty shell of the bruiser from Level Up Lightsaber. And I'm doing this to show you that all LGT lightsabers come with a core like this. These cores all do certain things. This one, as you can tell, has a light on it, so it's a baselit core. That is kind of bright, sorry. But I'm doing it to show that every core does this. Like every core that is an LGT does this. So the Profi cores are also like this and this size. So if I wanted to take a Profi core out of this, I can take this core. I can take this core out and put it into this saber right here and have no issues. So if I wanted to just unscrew the core, which is exactly what I did, I'll replace it with the core in here. So this will be a baselit and this will be a Profi Neo. That's the way LGT hilts work, with all their cores all being like special pieces, and the way you can just twist off the emitter, the pommel, and all kinds of the other parts, like the centerpiece and stuff like that. Sorry? Jeez. Okay. But look, all of these come apart. All of them. Pommel comes off, this extension piece comes off, and all of them can be mixed and matched with any of these other parts that come with the saber. So if I wanted to take this emitter off and put it on this gold piece right here, I could. This is actually a Profi core. But look, like this, just screw it in. And I want to, what do? Take, how about, I have a silver piece right here. Take this silver piece right here, screw it on. Keep in mind, this is a Level Up lightsaber piece. This piece is from, I got this at a con actually, this emitter, and the sleeve and pommel. These are from a con that I just like from another saber company out there. And this is Crimson Dawn. Level Up, Con, Crimson Dawn. That rhymed. Anyway, look, they're together, no issues. I can't pull them apart. If I wanted to, I could slide in the core and it will fit, but you have to make it where you can fit and screw it in. But look, just slides right through. I'm not gonna screw it in, but look, that's where the button will be. I can just push the button, activate it, and it works just fine. Like a completely different hilt. That's what's amazing about LGT Sabers. The fact you can just take any of these cores, because this is the electronic kit right here. Everything that you want in the saber is right here in this kit. The hilt itself, it's just parts. You can buy any of these online. If you go to a saber shop or company, buy one of these cores the way you want it. It's cheaper, so you get like a Profi core, or you get just a Neo core or a baselet. Doesn't matter. You buy it, maybe like $60 for a baselet, and then like maybe a little more, and then like $120 for the Profi kit. And then you just go on like another website or just the same website and just buy each of the parts separately. You can just have your own custom hilt. It might be a little more pricey, but you get what you want. And if you don't want to, you can just buy a saber with the kit as well. And then later on down the road, buy different parts to mix and match the saber along the way. I've done it for my crossguard actually, which right now is like a scythe, but look. So, the longer blades on this side, but it's a NeoPixel. Anyway, what I'm doing, I bought these emitters right here to swap these out. So I want the top one to be like a pointed one with claws. I got that. And then the other sides will be just this in black. I'm pretty sure. So when those come in, I can just swap those out and I'll have those parts spare. And I can put them on any other saber I buy or just replace certain things. This actually is an emitter right here. So if I wanted to take one of these, I'm not taking it off, but I could take this off and put it on top of this. And then right there I have my emitter for my new saber. There's so much you can do. It's insane. Even this is an Imperial Workshop hilt. This right here is an emitter. I'm not gonna take it off because this is a NeoPixel, but if you look, this in itself is also LGT parts. So I could take off this pommel, put it on the saber. I could take the sleeve grip. I could take the chassis if I wanted to with the crystal reveal. I wouldn't do it for this because none of these hilts actually have a crystal reveal, except for this one alone. But yeah, I could take off this emitter, swap it out. Everything. Doesn't matter what kit it is, you can just swap out the parts. That's the beauty of buying an LGT Saber. So, just to show you, I'm going to take out the Profi core in this saber and put it in the Level Up hilt. And you can check out how sick it looks. Alright, so I'm taking the core out right now. And yeah, so I'm going to be honest, it does take a little bit of time. It is going to be kind of time consuming. But it's like the end result is so worth it. Like depending on exactly what you want to do. All you gotta do is unscrew everything, slide out the cores, and then try to get the other screws out as well, and then swap out with the other core. Or if you just get one core, but still. A little time consuming. Got the sleeve out of it now. I have an extra part for something else. What I'm gonna do, take the Level Up part right here, slide it over Profi core, push it in. So the way this will work, I'm going to show you because this is the only way I would do it, is you should have a charger for the core. So let me get that real quick. So in order to screw in the core where you can actually reach the parts, what you want to do, you're going to take the charger that you have with your core and slide it into the slot where it would look like you'd plug it in and charge it. Now you're going to slowly pull it out, because that way as you pull it, the button comes forward as well as the charging port and the screw holes. Meaning you can just take the screws and twist them in with your fingers to lock it where it won't go getting stuck. And then you tighten it with your Allen key afterwards. I'm gonna take my Allen key, screw in the bottom one first. You can do it either way. I prefer doing the bottom because it's less of a pain to have the button. As you see, I'm using the Allen key and screwing in the screws right now. And now I'm doing the top part because I always start with the bottom and then move to the top. Just in case I didn't say that already. So, almost, I dropped my Allen key. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. And once it's in there, the core won't move no more, or anymore. Don't twist too hard because you don't want to crack the core. You do not want to crack the core. It messes up everything and nothing works that well. And then, where's my screw? And we're gonna screw this one in. This one should also be screwed in to keep the core from shaking around. That way it's tight enough. And as I shake it, nothing makes the weird noises when you shake it or anything, which is good. So now I have Profi core. I'm gonna push the button so you see it doesn't light up. That's the Assassin by Grayscale Fonts. Once again. So yeah, it's a Profi core. I can do it again. That's a good one. So it doesn't sound that loud, right? Well, that's because it's not in a hilt yet. See, what a lightsaber hilt does, or any of the parts, basically, they amplify the sound of the saber. See? Once you have this part on the core, there's nothing else that's really an issue for you. Because look, all I gotta do, take the sleeve, slide it, twist it on, take the emitter, twist it on, and now, believe it or not, I have no more baselit. Profi lightsaber. Now, I'll just take, what's a good blade I have? Let's try this one then. I was gonna check the weight, and then I'm gonna take the screw, lock this one, and I drop it again. Just gonna do it quickly. Only one screw, but I tighten, if it has more than one screw, I would recommend doing it. But look, there it is. My new NeoPixel. But yeah, I'm gonna screw it in a lot more than that it is. I took the time to install the other core into the silver part that used to be the Profi core. There you go. Baselit. It does have sound. There's a speaker right here. I muted it. So look. So yeah. See? It's fine. I'll just stick with my design that I have. But look. No, I don't have the blade in there or anything, but look. No longer Profi, now baselit. So, that's one thing about LGT is that I absolutely love. Just program however you want it to be. Wonderful. So there you go. My lightsaber from Level Up Lightsaber that used to be a baselit is now a NeoPixel. Just like that. And all I did was change out the core. Nothing else has changed on the hilt besides the electronics. So I still have the same emitter, same grip, same extending piece, same pommel. All of it's there, completely. And it's a NeoPixel. So, that's the amazing part about LGT Sabers. you can just take whatever parts you find online, buy them in person if you find them online, just look up parts if you find LGT parts. You can buy whatever parts you want, get them separately, buy a core, and just install everything yourself. I showed you exactly how to do it. And you have your own custom saber with like different hilt variation or like part selections you can choose from. LGT Sabers, in my opinion, are really, really cool because it gives you so many options. It's like a more expensive / more durable blade builders. So you're paying for more like one part rather than like a whole set, unless you buy a whole LGT Saber and then like separate parts along with it. Then you have the saber, the core and electronics, extra parts to swap out whenever you feel like it, and you also have the parts that you paid for that you can just put on wherever you feel. So if I wanted to take, what's a good example? You know, I'll just do this. If I wanted to take the pommel off my level up saber and put it on my Crimson Dawn Typhon, I could. Because LGT parts are pretty much the exact same. Thank you, Echo. Sorry about that, before I was rudely interrupted. Yeah, so that's LGT. Their parts can just be swapped out no matter where you get them from. If they're the same parts, they'll fit the same hilts. That's what's amazing about LGT. So if you wanted to buy one lightsaber from Crimson Dawn and then bought another one from Level Up, you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do now because I can't swap the pieces. You actually can, so don't worry about that. Also, another thing that's amazing about LGT Sabers is this piece right here. Some of you might not know what this is. This is a coupler. A coupler basically allows you to link two sabers together, meaning you can form a saber staff. That's what that is. So this allows you to take any lightsaber, and this is gonna be annoying, I swear, but I can show you. If I unscrew this, it's gonna squeak. Quick. Okay, good. There you go. Actually, you know what? Let's actually keep this part on. There we go. Alright. No, the pommel. Okay. Right there. There's ridges in the bottom of the saber. Yeah. Can you see that? I'm trying. Can I focus it? So you can probably see it. So those ridges in these parts allow you to basically take the coupler, align the saber up. You can. Let me. Okay. Once they're locked in place, twist. Snug in there. I can't pull it apart. I'm trying to. It's stuck like that, screwed together. And one side. Oops. It's just so big. Other side. I let go of one side. So there you go. Staff. And it doesn't even, this is a, like you see, this is a Profi NeoPixel, and this is a baselet, and they're linked together. Meaning you can link together pretty much any saber that you want. And that is why I love LGT Sabers so much, especially because they're super affordable compared to just going to like a custom company where they build some really awesome sabers, obviously, but like, if you want a saber that's durable, cheap, affordable, and you can do pretty much anything you want with it, LGT Saber. I would recommend it definitely, 100%. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't get it. Especially since there's so many other things you can do with LGT Sabers. It's not just the parts that are interchangeable, it's the blades. And what I mean by that is, I'll just show you. Yeah, that's a Darksaber blade. I guarantee a lot of your mouths just dropped right now. Anyway, right here is the Darksaber blade from Level Up Lightsaber. And this right here is a Crimson Dawn part. Blades still fit it. It's a Darksaber blade, and I'm gonna put it in the Crimson Dawn hilt. So all I gotta do is like this. Untwist the emitter. There's the core. And I'll just take the blade and screw it in. And now, Dark Saber blade's inside. Turn it on, right there. And I don't even have the sound on. So, there you go. The blades are interchangeable. There's not only the Dark Saber blade, there's all kinds of flat blades. There's blades with different styles, such as like a crackle effect or like an unstable look to it, even though it's just a solid blade with the light that goes straight through it. They still look super real. You know, I'll pull up some pictures. Check these out. Hey, post-edit poor excuse here. So, in my honest opinion, I feel this video has dragged on far too long. And I did explain everything that I wanted to tell you guys about LGT hilts. So, I'm gonna cut it here. But the rest of the video would have been me talking about the electronics and all the possibilities you can do with LGT Sabers. In all honesty, I think I'm going to avoid showing that portion, since I feel it might be a little too much. Now, if you do want to see that portion of the video, then leave a like on this video, so I'll know that you are interested in seeing the rest of it. If not, because I'm cutting this short, I'll explain what the next video is going to be about. So, for episode 3 of Lightsabers Explained, I will be showing you how to actually spin a lightsaber doing the basic spin moves that can be used for any trick that you want to do. Because I do want you all to like the video, even though it's your choice, I'm going to say that if you want to see the video of me showing off the electronics, if this video gets 200 likes, I'll definitely do it. Now, if you do want to learn how to do spins and tricks and you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, then please consider subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. And if you have any requests you'd like to see on the channel, or maybe some questions to ask to see in an episode, just leave it in the comments. I respond to every single one if I can't do it in a video, and I'm more than happy to just respond to you if you have any kind of request. So I'm sorry to cut this short, but I want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.